Why you must do real estate listings and forget about being a buyer's agent. Hi, I'm Eddie Zubia. In my 29 years in real estate, I have worked with the best real estate professionals in many different niches. I have thrived in good and bad real estate times. In this video, I want to tell you some stories that may help you advance your real estate career. First of all, I want to reassure you that anyone should make it in real estate. It doesn't matter who you are, your background, your education, you have a place in real estate. And this is why. Real estate is gigantic. Back when I was preparing to take my real estate sales exam, I attended a weekend crash course. I walked into a hotel banquet room and the room was full of students, and the presenter was there. He was genuinely warm and excited about sharing his stories. With a big smile, he told us how big real estate is. There are residential, commercial, lending, leasing, escrow, title, and each one of those can be broken down into several niches. So, there are thousands of niches in real estate. It doesn't matter who you are, your background, your education, you have a place in real estate. Now I have to agree with him because I experienced it firsthand, how big real estate is. For the first 13 years of my real estate career, I worked for two really smart, self-made, multi-millionaire real estate entrepreneurs, investors. I learned so many things from them. Their primary business was real estate lending, and they owned a real estate investment company. It was the year 2001, and they were talking about retiring and closing down their offices. By the summer, everything was winding down, and we were cleaning up loose ends. I was worried about my future. I had no clue on what I should do next. I asked one of my boss mentors what he thought I should do. He asked, "What do you want to do?" I answered, "Maybe I'll just do real estate sales." He said, "If you're going to do real estate sales, then you should focus on real estate listings. Work with sellers only." I asked why. He did not answer, but he reassured me that it was the right path and that I would be fine. At the time, I did not understand why he said I should focus on listings. I wanted to work with both buyers and sellers. I had interviewed with some of the top real estate brokerage offices. They advised me to start by working with first-time homebuyers. Their logic was that if you messed up, your clients would not know any better. I told my interviewer, supposedly a successful real estate professional, that my mentor said I should focus on working with sellers and be a listing agent. The interviewer seemed shocked. "You can't be a listing agent. The way it works is you work with first-time home buyers, and when they decide to sell and move up to another property, that's when you get listings." I said okay, but I felt that was not right. He explained, the average American moves every 4 to 7 years. By that logic, I'm not going to get my first listing until 4 to 7 years later. I am glad I had a mentor like my former boss. When a guy like him gave me advice, I listened. I listened and I took action. I started a marketing campaign to get listings. And you know what? I started getting listings. It was easier than I imagined. I got a listing appointment. I went to the listing appointment and I got the listing. I put the listing on the MLS. In 1 day or two, I had 20 offers to present to my clients. My clients were very happy. We would send counter offers. I tied up the buyers into a contract and sold the property. The property was sold as is, absolutely no repairs. There were a group of new agents who were also interviewed and started around the same time as I did. They all work their hearts out every single day. They get the clients, then they pre-qualify them. The pre-qualification takes them 5 to 10 hours to get to know them, to find out the specifics on the kind of house that they want. Then they have to find a house that the clients love. This takes months of chauffeuring them around to look at houses on the weekend. Once the buyer finds something that they love, then the buyer's agent has to submit an offer to the listing agent. Buyers always want to get a good deal, and they don't understand that they are competing with 19 other buyers. When they find a house that they like, they expect the repairs to get done, or they expect some kind of credit for the repairs. Sellers hate to deal with this. For each deal that a listing agent gets done, and done quick, 19 buyer's agents have to go tell their clients that they did not get the house that they love. I can see the disappointment they felt after working their hearts out and the deal just fell through. I feel very fortunate that I had great mentors that showed me the way. Many agents start as buyer's agents and do what their brokers tell them. You work with first-time home buyers, and when they decide to sell and move up to another property, that's when they get listings. This means 4 to 7 years later. In practice, you don't advance to the next level by doing the same thing. Some buyer's agents who had been in the business for years would ask me how I made it in such a short time. What can I say? I know how hard these people work, only for most of their deals to fall through. I would answer, just lucky, I guess. But I know that I have been doing things differently from them. Working with 2 great mentors for 13 years does pay off. Thanks to my mentor's ex-boss advice, I know how to look at real estate differently. I know how to find my niche and advance to the next level. Long story short, many real estate professionals start as a buying agent. They do the exact same thing that many other buying agents did. They struggle because of stiff competition, but they don't change. They do the same thing over and over again. They get stuck and never advance to the next level. Real estate is a great industry. Many people find great success in real estate. Real estate is so big and there are so many opportunities. No matter who you are, what your education is, you can make it. You don't have to be super smart or talented or anything. I am just a regular guy and I made it. 87% of real estate professionals do not make it in real estate. The reason is simple. People who don't make it, they do the same things. The 13% that made it, they do something different. They found their niche. They become an expert in their niche. They give their clients great value, and that's why they advance to the next level. The key thing is you have to look at real estate differently. You have to do things differently and find your niche. Once you start looking at real estate business differently, you will spot so much more business. There are real estate opportunities everywhere, and you won't believe why you didn't see them before.